What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the only podcast on the internet where you're part of the Roto, part of the chill session, so to speak, brought to you by stonerman.net. And today joining us in the Roto is good old Roger.
Good evening, everyone. How the fuck are you?
And Apollo, god of the freaking sun.
What's going on, everybody? It's good to be here.
Oh, yeah. And here at stonerman.net, we like to be interactive with our fans. And earlier this week, we had a fan send in some awesome fan art for Prototype. And we just wanted to feature that in today's episode, just to give a shout out to our fans. And that'll be in the video above.
And it's one of our favorite games, so you guys should go in and just take a look at it.
I know, dude. And if you guys are fans of Prototype, the best way to get Prototype 3 funded is to support the recent re-release of Prototype on the PS4 and
the
Xbox
remastered
One.
version.
Yeah.
Which is like 60 frames per second, 1080p, all that jazz. But for the most part, it's not like really much of a remaster like most of them.
It's just
but
like if
you
you want
haven't
to play
played
the game
especially, or if you're a huge diehard fans like we are.
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely getting it at some point. Because if it sells well, it'll show the studios that we want a Prototype 3, and it'll probably help fund a Prototype 3.
It's meant to be more of this current gen. I feel like the technology wasn't there to put all like its glory
If you use current gen specs to make
have
Prototype 3, you will create
smarter AI like
beast
civilians.
Oh, especially with what Infamous did, which is a very similar game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it actually did really well on this current gen system. And
what you could do with like
in terms of sales,
dude, it was so ahead of its time. You think about it, like it had Alex Mercer consuming people, and you become that character, and it was just so awesome at the time, and
then like
still
too,
be awesome
you had
today.
you had to rise above the
Absolutely.
food chain, even though Alex Mercer's #1 in my book.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the evil turn, but
I did like the whole revenge scheme thing and like trying to kill Alex Mercer. It was one of the coolest boss fights I've had in a while in a video game.
True that.
So, but
Except for the fact that he became a British person, apparently.
yeah, totally changed voice acting.
and yeah,
Regardless, it was still a fantastic game to play through. Both of
Yeah,
them.
I actually platinum Prototype too, man.
Oh wait, you did? Seriously? I know I was really close. Like in Xbox, I got like 700 gamer score out of 1,000. So
Gamer score.
No,
Show
so
me your
funny.
trophies, dog.
But yeah, thank you for sending in that fan art. And you other fans can send in fan art or questions to be answered on the show anytime. Just reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter, or you can even email us at stonermananimation@gmail.com.
Just throw it in there, man. We don't care. We love to hear it.
And I believe Apollo is going to start off today's show. So,
Woohoo! First topic today. Better Call Saul Season 2.
finally, we start to get some news about this fucking
Oh
shit.
yeah, we've all been on the edge of our seats for this one, and it's scheduled for release February 15th of 2016, which is
Finally.
a couple months from now.
official release day.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably gonna come around the time of House of Cards Season 3. That's usually like when the show usually starts around February time. So I'll have 2 shows to watch, and I
nice.
am super excited.
And as you fans know, we like to do after shows. Like right now we have 2 going, one for Star Wars Rebels and one for Ash vs. Evil Dead. And months ago we did one for Better Call Saul Season 1, and you better believe we're doing Season 2.
You better believe.
So you guys better stay tuned for after show. It's one of our favorite shows to do, honestly, in my opinion.
And I just need to get more of my Breaking Bad fix in it, even though,
Oh, yeah.
especially since like there are rumors have been going about Season 6, even like after like I know Homer made a Facebook post around there.
I'm just so happy because Better Call Saul caught me by surprise. Like I knew it was gonna be decent, but it was really great in my opinion. Like it lived up to the Breaking Bad hype.
I was gonna say it was hard to fill in the shoes for such a really iconic show.
I liked how it didn't have to focus too much on the Breaking Bad hype to fill the gap, you know? Like
I just wish I knew what was going on.
It had its whole own storyline. Like it only showed what, like the one character from Breaking Bad,
and Mike,
and that was like nothing. I mean,
but
they did show off a lot more Mike than I ever would have thought in this like whole series.
He got it pretty much his own episode.
I really don't mind it too. It's good to have backstory for him, especially for
and it's more interesting than we would have thought. And he's really awesome.
Especially his connection to his granddaughter or whatever.
Yeah, and it shows this non-spoilers. If you haven't seen it, it shows what happens to his son.
Yeah, so very emotional
character
stuff.
development
Very
overall.
good acting.
and great directing by Vince Gilligan. Yeah, so we're definitely going to keep you up to date with Better Call Saul.
2016 cannot get here any sooner.
Dude, we were talking high about 2015, but now 2016 is looking so much even more
Exactly.
better. Each year is just getting better and better in the entertainment.
I'm very interested to see what our top 5 most anticipated thing is coming out when it comes to our New Year podcast.
Yeah, like last year, we went through our top 5 most anticipated and top 5 movies of the year overall on New Year's, and we're going to do it again this year. So.
And did you guys hear about the new Tomb Raider news that's going on? Other than, that the new Tomb Raider video game's out right now.
And unfortunately, we can't review it because it's limited.
Xbone 1.
Xbone 1.
Limited.
We'll have our revenge within 6 months. Enjoy it while you can.
Comes out on PS4, the graphics just double for no explained reason. Oh, okay.
Run smoother.
Well, there's some slight controversy going on, especially around the director behind this video game adaptation type of movie, because we want to make them. We want these video game movies to succeed.
Yeah,
and Warcraft is already looking like it's gonna break the curse. So maybe, hopefully, Tomb Raider will help.
And great talent behind the Assassin's Creed movie, which gives us hope. And hopefully Tomb Raider could help aid as well.
But the director, whose name is Roar Uthaj, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. It's hard to pronounce again. Yeah, because I'm killing it. But basically, he's known to do Norwegian thriller type movies, and no other really big experiences that I know of going down the TV. I don't know, how are you guys feeling about this? I've personally watched the other Tomb Raider movies with Angelina Jolie in the past, and I actually like them kind of a lot.
I think it needs redemption, maybe, because I wasn't the biggest fan.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan, but it was something I watched, especially the first one, and I just keep it on in the background because I didn't really care.
And I think it's cool that the movie's getting inspiration from the new rebooted on Tomb Raider series, the 2013 game.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the game was so good that I really don't think they could even make a good movie. Good compared to this game's storyline.
Because you're going through the experiences with Lara Croft throughout this thing. You don't have that experience watching a movie when you're playing it, though.
Yeah.
Seeing her go from this innocent woman to killing her first, rapist man.
Crazy.
Dude, but that opens, a whole can of worms, can video game movies truly be better than the video games? Because video games have become such great ways of storytelling.
It's the best form of media
immersive
entertainment out there.
Yeah, that, in our opinion,
books combined with movies.
Exactly.
And it has the feeling of you playing, so you really get into the game, which is why I feel like video games is the future.
You know what? I think honestly, the best way to bridge this gap actually might be in terms of VR, which is actually going to be implemented, I think, more in theaters in the next 5, maybe 10 years.
Probably 5, I guess.
And I think that's going to be a new way to immerse people more in video game franchise movies, because then when you're in first person, you're interacting with everyone around and you can look around and probably go through this cinematic universe, kind of like Beyond in a way, I guess. But not in a 2-hour format.
Yeah, definitely.
If you know what I mean.
Like you were saying, games like Beyond and Heavy Rain, that's a playable movie.
Yeah, there's linears
itself.
you can get. It's if you're a free roaming RPG guy, those aren't the games necessarily for you, unless you have the patience to go through it. But I think that's when VR systems could probably help video game movies as a whole. Even though I don't think they don't need it. I just think it's a different sort of immersion.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. And Beth, this new director, it's gonna be his first English-spoken movie he's directed, which gives me, I don't know how to feel about it because I haven't seen his work.
He's worked on
that makes me worry a little bit.
He doesn't know. Does he know the language well? I mean, he's worked on a Hollywood set, so I'm fine. I mean, but even though his criteria doesn't really give me too much confidence.
Yeah, he just had a movie open in Norway or something recently. That's the last I saw.
I mean,
hopefully the movie doesn't have Tommy Wiseau vibes.
I was just about.
Where it seems like it was made by a goddamn alien.
I was gonna say the last time I heard a foreign director trying to make a really awesome movie is Tommy Wiseau.
Dude, and James Franco's remaking The Room. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did definitely hear about that, and I cannot wait for it, and I want to watch The Room 10 times
Dude,
a
maybe
day.
we should have a Room review. If you guys are interested, let us know.
God.
I just need to get shit-faced and like
we'll get
bring
shit-faced.
like morphine.
Dude, actually now you bring that up, we were back in the day we were always talking about doing shit-faced reviews or whatever, like when we got drunk and reviewed something. Yeah. We never actually did that. Maybe we should do it for the room.
It's us in a more honest format on a movie, no holds barred.
Oh yeah. Since development's going to start in 2016, everyone believes it's going to come out in 2017. The Uncharted movie is also supposed to come out in 2017. I wonder how the competition's going to go there.
Woman archaeologist versus man archaeologist. That's not freaking Harrison Ford.
And there's rumors that Chris Pratt might play fucking Nathan Drake.
He's probably top pick. Definitely.
I feel like he could get the humor down that Nathan Drake brings.
You know what? Yeah. Definitely. You know what? Now that I think about it, he fits the role a lot
He'd
more.
be perfect for those one-liners.
I was thinking of someone visually. Can they look like Nathan Drake? But it doesn't matter visually, I don't think. I think we focus too much.
They don't have to look like Ben Stiller.
Yeah, right?
Dude, Nathan Drake doesn't look like Ben Stiller.
Oh my god, don't even... What? Why did you literally think that?
Dude. Off camera, we would on this whole.
There's no way he can plow all these women with those ears.
Oh, not the Ben Stiller ears.
His elf.
But like Apollo was saying, what if they do an Uncharted Tomb Raider crossover? That'd be weird.
I would look forward to such a thing.
Nathan Drake and Lara Croft having the best baby on the planet. It's like
wow, you instantly jumped to the fact that they would procreate.
Yeah.
Male, female meet.
I'm just saying they would make the smartest, most athletic baby on the planet.
Dude, the son of Lara Croft,
the son of Uncharted Raider.
Can we just cross or just like regulate breeding with like fictional characters to make our own demands?
I don't even know, man.
And for anything Tomb Raider related, we will let you know in the upcoming podcast. And it's like we said before, Tomb Raider is going to be in production in 2016, and it's most likely going to be released in 2017. So stay tuned.
Oh hell yeah! Hopefully we get some good casting for Lara Croft and shit.
Know what you mean?
But our next piece of movie news is a reboot, one that I am
reboot.
One that I'm not down for. It came out in 2000. Christopher Nolan's first big movie, Memento.
Oh no.
I don't know, because Universal just recently got the rights to the motion picture franchise, and the first thing they do is reboot it. And the head of Universal...
The guy used it somehow. They're definitely not going to make a sequel, I guess.
Yeah, they can't make a sequel, really. No spoilers. But, well, I guess they could,
they could, but it would just be shit, I guess.
Yeah. Is the movie going to be backwards again? Is it going to be out of order? How are they going to approach this reboot?
So many questions come to mind when rebooting a film like this.
And I doubt they could top Christopher Nolan's genius direction.
And if you have to do a reboot like Memento, you cannot do it the same way. So backwards is off the table automatically. Either you go ballsy and make it a very awesome storytelling, linear, straightforward movie, or you just have it all over the place where you keep the audience guessing where they assume they're following a linear path. But literally, they're at the end of the movie, you find out you've been all over the place.
Yeah,
but that would require the best sort of directing and writing, that would trick everyone, and it's the majority of the audience.
And the movie is based on a short story that Christopher Nolan wrote, so he's the one that came up with this crazy idea.
So taking himself out of this reboot is just kind of I don't have a whole lot of hope for it. But...
Me either, and it's like a classic. The acting was pretty good. I like the characters.
Beautiful.
For me, it's literally my top 5 favorite films of all time. I don't know if you could read.
It's definitely one of the most memorable movies that I had chilling with you guys. That was when I saw a lot of freaking movies with
memorable
you guys that I haven't seen ever. Memento is definitely one of them because it blew me. It was one of the first
it blows.
It was one of the few movies recently, I guess you can say, last couple of years that blew my mind. I wasn't even thinking about legitimately.
It started
made me appreciate it.
It started my love for the Christopher Nolan, and then the Batman movies just was the icing on the cake for me because Batman's my favorite superhero.
See, if only I was more literate back then in the pop culture world.
Dude, Steven's the one that actually showed it to me. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to watch
it. It seems like something Steven would show you. It's very artsy.
Yeah, the head of the studio said they're aiming for a 2017 release date, just like Uncharted and that. And that he's down for the challenge of trying to top Christopher Nolan's story, but
hey,
I doubt
more
he
power
can.
to you. I like the enthusiasm. That gives me some modicum of confidence.
Two positives about this, I guess. Like, one, it spreads awareness about the original movie.
True.
Hopefully people will see the
Yeah,
original.
because I think it wasn't a huge seller.
Yeah, because like Christopher Nolan wasn't a name at the time, so I don't think a lot of people have seen Memento. So hopefully it spreads word on that. Another thing I'm excited for, maybe, just because the story's so good, maybe they could get something at least decent and like at least an okay movie, even though the original will be probably better.
Oh yeah, but at least, like you said, it would get the name out there for the original and still help support, you know, the actual masterpiece.
Dude, I just wish I knew how Christopher Nolan felt about this.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, did you just like see it on Facebook one day? It's just like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He had no clue.
Like, just sues them the next day somehow, even though he's just so. Fuck it. I don't know.
Dude.
He probably doesn't care. He's like, hey, if you want to lose money, and like he probably like assumes that they're not gonna be able to make the challenge. So he's like, fucking do it. I dare you. I dare you.
A couple of things are key for me. The cast is pretty. It needs to be pretty good, but the director needs to be like top notch. Maybe Spielberg or something crazy. I don't know who you would even get for this movie.
Even though the cast wasn't too special, I mean, it was good. I guess at the time, Trinity, I guess, had the
especially
Matrix,
because it was technically an indie movie at the time too. So keep that in mind.
That makes a lot more sense.
This will probably have a bigger budget too, so maybe they could do a little more with it, I guess.
Yeah.
But sometimes in Hollywood, when you have less of a budget, it gets you more creative.
Yeah, I was gonna say, makes you think outside the box to cut corners and stuff like that. It makes it much more appreciated.
Yeah, exactly. So on the surface, this Memento reboot disgusts me, but we'll see how it goes.
This is the most calming disgust.
Very well put, Homer.
On the one hand, it makes you want to burn children, but you know, I mean, it's a great challenge.
On the other hand, it might make me jizz my pants.
Yeah,
We'll just have to wait and see.
To be continued.
Even though it's slim,
tune in next time on the next episode of Stoner Man Podcast.
Yeah, dude. Like, even though it's slim, it's still possible it could be better, but very slim chance, in my opinion.
Slim Shady. Now it is time for our trailers of the week.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Starting first is a film called 999 that is coming out in February 19th of 2016. I saw the trailer. I thought very much of it. The soundtrack sounded cool. Aaron Paul and Woody Harrelson.
Norman Reedus.
Oh, what a cast.
Off the chain. Soundtrack sounds cool. The storyline looks awesome. It's honestly something I can't wait for. It's got me looking forward to the next year.
It's about bank heists or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like one of those, you know, get the group together, we're gonna do something amazing, like type of cast, like kind of like the Expendables, where all you have is like old actors and stuff like that. And I'm glad Aaron Paul is gonna have a second chance.
Aaron Paul's a new expendable.
Especially
this is his future.
Speed.
Yeah, Need for Speed was underperformed.
Oh yes, but which we've never seen it because we're not true race car fanatics.
Unfortunately. But 999, like it's a movie I didn't see coming. Like, it looks like it'd be action packed. Hopefully the story's off the chain. And like we were saying, the cast looks awesome. It has great potential, especially in the February release date where nothing's really coming out. It could be a great movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Usually nothing too much is going on, so maybe just another.
I know, dude. Like,
if we're lucky, double feature.
Oh yeah, hopefully double feature. And like the trailer just looks like it had some great action in it. Hopefully it's nice and suspenseful.
I just can't wait to see the little banter between the characters, especially since it's like a very diverse cast, especially Falcon's in there too.
Oh yeah, from
yeah.
Captain America.
So I'm glad to see him in another role. You know, see where his acting chops go.
And seeing Aaron Paul not play like a hood rat guy.
I was kind of hoping he'd get some meat on his friggin' bones, though. Yeah. God, he's still a scrawny friggin' guy.
He's still a bitch,
as
he'd say.
Yeah, exactly right. Scrawny motherfucker. So it's kind of hard for me to take him a little seriously, even with that haircut. Like, as like a really tough guy, I'm like, I can just push you.
We'll see how he whips it out in the film, though.
Yeah, hopefully he's just like a total maniac or something. Hopefully it's tight as fuck.
And that is 999 coming out February 2016. We all look forward to it. All right, let's move on.
Well, we just saw recently the Gods of Egypt trailer. Which involved Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Doing more 300 type shit.
I didn't know what to think going into this trailer, man. Like,
honestly, when like what we were discussing, like we're like, oh, what trailers do we have? Oh, Gods of Egypt. I was just like, oh, why not just make a Clash of Titans while you're at it or something?
Dude, it did remind me of that. So much.
I was just expecting a very cheap action fact. Like I wouldn't say cheap. Like they spent a lot of money, regardless, too much money. Yeah. But it was an interesting. But overall, like the idea, Gods of Egypt, like I don't know too much of Egyptian. I know I have an idea.
Hopefully, it's a good way to learn. Hopefully, they're true to
with the Greek myths, like we're so westernized, like we have all these really cool Greek myths that you can just like spin a shit ton about.
Yeah, like God of War and all that.
Yeah, but like this, it reminds me of like they give you like a whole idea that there's like a civil war going on in like the gods realm, like Horus or whoever the sun god, gets dethroned by Seth or Seth or whatever. Apparently is a god of chaos or something like that. It was Gerard Butler, and I thought Gerard Butler was gonna be like the main guy, like the main protagonist. No, he's the villain.
Oh damn! You can't really tell from the trailer.
I was gonna say it's kind of hard to hear.
I don't want to be a dick, but I could tell.
No, I got you.
But it's kind of weird because mythology or whatever. They're trying this one woman is trying to get this like one famous thief, I guess, to steal an eye of a god because apparently Horus or whoever, I'm sorry if I can't remember the exact god.
It's Horus.
Gets blinded after fighting Gerard Butler and has to steal an eye that apparently Gerard Butler kept for some reason.
Yeah, like it's like a powerful eye of some sort.
Yeah, and pretty much revolt against him, like bring him back to Horus and start a rebellion and whatnot. And it's actually kind of an interesting concept because like you see like this whole stealing of the eye thing, the one eye thing reminds me of Odin and stuff like that. Like it's cool to see certain similarities and stuff with other like cultures and whatnot. And I feel like it's an idea we should be more educated.
You were saying, I think it's really awesome that they're getting into the Egyptian gods for once, because I feel like there's not enough movies based in Egypt.
You just have like The Mummy with Brandon Fraser and stuff like that, which is like a good movie. Don't get me wrong, I like him.
I'll go for any kind of Egyptian, like Mummy, something like this.
But like slavery. Every time you can think of Egyptian gods, it's always associated with mummies, and those are usually horror movies. You never get usually an action-packed type thing, and it looks just super badass, I must say.
The designs of the gods look pretty cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see like Greek gods or stuff, like always duking it out and stuff like that, like because they always have conflicts and it's on a different scale.
And done better than Clash of Titans.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Stupid. Yeah, with just lung cancer smoke guy who's Hades.
Yeah, so I can honestly see it going in that direction, or it could be really badass, like a little small, awesome Egyptian film, which my favorite cost. Like it showed some cool things, like he was riding like a beetle, like a giant beetle.
Yeah, you're right. And he fights actually some very interesting creatures like the sand serpent, which freaks Steven out immediately. It freaks me out a little bit. I hate. I've had a bad experience with that in a video game once, but that won't get there.
Sonic.
But and it's just cool to see where this character goes. The main character himself, like who appears to be the thief, I think he is the main character. He seems like much of a pretty boy, and I just want to see where he goes.
Was he the one that said more? Was he the one that cracked that one-liner about the mortals running?
Yeah, it was him. And wait, before we leave off, I'm sorry that we're going on a tangent on this one trailer for this movie, but
no, it's all good.
This is about Egyptian gods, right?
Yeah.
Why are they very Caucasian? I was just wondering this from
the whitewash of.
I was just confused. Like I was like, ooh, this is gonna be kind of interesting, it's a different perspective. But unless Greek people have conquered Egypt before, so the possibility and stuff like that. I just can see why it would infuriate certain cultures. To that, I don't want to be like censorship and stuff like that. I just want some. It's just white people. Like,
they could have got some Egyptian people.
I was gonna say, is it that hard? Like Sir Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars Episode 4. He tanned himself. Like they make up over him for Lawrence of Arabia.
So
it worked. He looked more legitimate.
Yeah, at least if you're going to cast white actors, at least try to make them look Egyptian.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's the way I want it to go, it's going to have awesome action, awesome mythology, and finally we'll learn about the Egyptian.
And a lot of our show, centers a little bit on mythology, so it's actually like a topic we all generally kind of like. It is an intrigue.
True. Like maybe in Stoner Man we could have Apollo fighting the Egyptian god.
Oh yeah, just like make like a random ass episode where somehow they get into a fucking encounter.
Yeah,
someday.
Because we have ideas about the
Japanese
gods.
It's easy in concept, but then adding the comedy leading up to it—that's where the tricky part is.
Yeah.
But that's what we do for a living.
Yeah, it's what we do best. As you'll see, because I just finished up my recent Stoner story. It's in editing phase right now.
Oh yeah.
Mixes comedy and action.
If you heard the title, you'll just shit yourself.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna keep it under wraps till it's done editing.
It's better. Don't copyright their shit.
But stay tuned for the next couple weeks.
And Gods of Egypt, just so everyone knows, is coming out April 8th, 2016. And we just have, I think, one more trailer that we have for Trailers of the Week.
Oh, yeah. It's our final topic of tonight. It is our trailer for Finding Dory. It was actually more of a teaser, like, announcement trailer than an actual, like, full-on 2 to 3 minute trailer.
Just one question about this trailer. Where have you been?
Where you at, though, Dory?
Where were you, Dory, in the last 10, 11, 15, however years it's been? It's like The Incredibles. It's like, where have you fucking
I was just
been?
thinking about that.
And we're getting this before Incredibles.
As much as I hate sequels, as much as we complain about sequels, Disney movies, especially like childhood ones, like especially when you're older, it kind of makes somewhat sense. Especially,
I personally don't mind sequels. I mind sequels when they are unnecessary and also stupid.
Yeah, true. Like if you're on like pretty much like
Transformers 5.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like robots. I grew up on Transformers. This is what the show does. The movie's done to me. I don't care about them anymore.
I know. But for Finding Dory, overall, I thought the trailer was just okay.
It just talks to you basically the main plot of the movie, right?
It had like a couple gags in there, like when Dory was swimming.
Yeah.
Gets into the details about her wanting to find her family, which I thought was about her getting lost because of her amnesia.
Yeah.
I guess in a dream or something.
She was just gonna sleep swim the whole time.
I think it's more of an emotional like title, like Finding Dory. Like she's finding herself.
That's very deep.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
very.
I don't think it's about finding Dory physically, but more.
I never actually thought about that. Finding Nemo.
That's actually genius.
God. You blew my mind.
Dude, because think about it. In the movie, she probably finds her hometown, and she does find a bunch of old stuff that she could ultimately remember.
Or maybe something fucked up happened, and she tries to forget everything.
Oh, it's like she literally blocked it out.
They can literally make this into a very big
tearjerker.
Like the part in Mulan where they find the burned village and his father's dead.
Even though when I was a kid, I really didn't understand it a little bit. I was just like, "Where's the general? How come you didn't help the village?"
Yeah, where is he?
And then I saw the helmet. I was like, "Oh, I wish I saw the fight scenes." That's all I was thinking of when I was a kid. I was like, "I wish I saw a battle go on."
Then I'd understand.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, dude. But even though I thought the trailer was just okay, I'm still pumped for the movie. Pixar usually does it wrong.
For a quote-unquote teaser, this was actually a very informative and very nice teaser. We didn't get anything close to this shit when Star Wars had a teaser. We had, like, very vague scenes and...
no storyline hints whatsoever.
Just saying, like... The Force, it's awakened. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I feel that Force, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right deep inside me.
I know, dude. Oh, that Force, it's within Nemo. That's the spin-off.
It's Pixar. It's Finding Nemo. Even though they beat this movie into your brain growing up, like in schools and shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's a relatively nice movie after...
It's one that I wonder why they haven't done a sequel sooner, just like Incredibles, you were saying.
But more so in Incredibles, just because I think
that one was ripe for
that. It was so ripe for one, exactly, for creativity, like just to expand on different superheroes and stuff, different comedies. Yeah.
Oh, and especially now that the superhero movies are big, they could do something awesome with it, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. And do you know when Finding Dory?
Oh, yes. Finding Dory is going to hit theaters June 17th, 2016.
Very
so this
appropriate
summer.
during beach season, so you can just keep swimming.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Like I was saying, that would do it for today's episode. Thank you all for listening. And stay tuned. Next week, we're going to have a huge episode with a double feature for the newest Hunger Games film, Mockingjay Part 2, and The Night Before featuring Seth Rogen and... Seth Rogen
and etc. Yeah.
I was gonna say, wait, who else is in there?
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I remember now.
Wait, is he really in it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a good group of great.
I totally forgot Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in it. My bad.
So,
I love the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that's gonna be a great double feature review.
Hell yeah!
We're also gonna have reviews for the new TV Netflix show Jessica Jones, which is supposed to be a noir thriller and apparently darker than Daredevil.
Really?
Which
Cool.
I'm looking forward to. And last but not least, we're also going to have a full review with featuring gameplay of Fallout 4.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go change my pants just from you mentioning Fallout 4.
This is my 5th one I had to go through today. Oh God.
Jesus.
We said not to mention that name.
I tried to hold off as long as possible, guys. But yeah, next week's an episode not to miss, definitely.
Hell
and
yeah.
Don't forget to visit our Kickstarter page at stonerman.net. There you can find information on our show and donate to get a finished animated product for us to show not only you, the fans, but studios to help get our name out there. And I know they'll love what they see.
Oh, they will.
And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Hit us up on Facebook. We'll answer your questions on the podcast. If you have any featuring video games, comic books, anything, just feel free to ask.
Just throw it our way. We don't even care,
Even the
man.
most
Just
deep philosophical questions. We'll try to answer the best we can.
About life, spirituality, just throw it our way. Comment, rate,
well, actually, I
subscribe.
have to get pretty big for that to even answer, so it might take a bit.
Try to
take a
stump
while for
us.
us to reply.
And like you saw earlier today, we'll feature your fan art on our show. We're very active with our fans. And as always, stay lifted, my friends.
Stay lifted, y'all. Have a good night.
You guys have a nice, safe, awesome night. And always remember, may the force be with you.
Always.
Victory.